Hey Capricorn, welcome to your 2022 reading. I'm very excited for these. Um, Past couple of years kind of sucked, so I personally am very much looking forward to a much more positive year coming in. Um, so with that being said, these are general readings, so if they don't resonate, please also check your moon, rising, and Venus sign. If they do resonate, feel free to also check out those videos. It might give you a more complete picture of what's coming in for 2022. And I am doing love specific readings coming up in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for those. So yeah, this is general. It might touch on love, it might not. We'll see. And we have here today Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle, Light Seers Tarot, and Spirit Animal Oracle. And we also have Star Seeds up here. These are kind of going to be the, I want to say, overall theme for the year, something you might need to embody or keep an eye out for. But yeah, let's see what's coming in for Capricorn in 2022, shall we? What do you have for us? I want another one to go with that, actually. Interesting. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, there is guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. Now, we also do have the first one that came out with was Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. And then there's also inner worlds down here. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. And I wanted a second one. Excuse me. I wanted a second one because I felt like there's just something that tied into this Earth Guide, and there is. If your sacred calling on this planet is to simply love and be loved, that also needs to be reflected within you, okay? Because as this said, your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So, oh, there's just a tickle in my throat. I apologize. Okay, my apologies. Let's get into this. I'm going to start with the Spirit Animal Oracle and see what is coming in for Capricorn in 2022. There's a couple here. Bottom of the deck is Elephant Spirit, learn from your past. I think that's a very good lesson for everyone. And then we also have here for you, interesting, Wombat Spirit, be at home, and Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. I'm wondering if for some of you, this is a call to take care of yourself and your home. Mind the little details that might often get lost. Being a Capricorn, I have a tendency to overwork. Some of you may also as well. Currently speaking, I would say I am working about 6 days a week. So I think this is a call in the new year to, well, what does it say? Simply love and be loved, right? I want to say let Spirit guide you, because this year feels, I don't want to say out of your control, but feels like something you need to surrender some of that control to Spirit for and let them take the wheel for you so that you can, I want to say, relax a little bit, okay? Especially with that Wombat Spirit, be at home. But let's see, what do we have with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for Capricorn for 2022? Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Hawk Prince, spirit communication, paying attention. This to me feels like a pull to look for signs that Spirit may be giving you. Okay? But the other card that we had come out here was the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. Now, I know for me personally, and especially in my chart, there is, I want to say no water or very little water. I personally have, as a Capricorn, have such a hard time going with the flow and letting go of things. I very much I have so much earth in my chart. I have to feel like I am in control all the time, which is my own personal lesson to learn and get past. So yeah, that being the River Queen, letting go, going with the flow, natural movement, does not come easily to me, but I do feel like I get a good feeling from this card. Just like a moment to relax. You know how water parks have that lazy river? That's kind of the energy I have here. Just laying back and letting the river take you and relaxing into it. So, but let's get into the tarot cards and see Capricorn for 2022, what is coming in. I'm not going to do this as like a month by month. These readings have more so come out as kind of major events, I want to say, coming in the year. I mean, there is ultimately your theme and things to be conscious of, but the tarot cards themselves have come across as more of major events, things to keep an eye out for, stuff like that. I would like more than 3 cards to start this. Okay. Fair enough. That is more than 3 cards. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. That is earth energy, stable, grounded, wonderful energy, and I like it. The very first card that came out here was the Devil. That is Capricorn energy. It doesn't, in this scenario though, it does not feel like it is the energy emanating out of you. This feels more like, with everything else that I have here currently, this ties into, the 8 of Cups is all I saw. Death was hiding behind it. Death, rebirth. That's what this Devil feels tied to, is this walking away energy, the change, the breaking free energy is what I'm getting here, especially because with the Death card and the 8 of Cups, it also came out with the Page of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. It feels like a very light-hearted, freeing celebration, whatever this ending is. Something that I want to say makes your heart feel lighter by letting go of it. Now, this could be a situation that is different for everyone. I have my own situation in mind, not gonna lie. So I get the feeling that it's kind of something that is specific to each of us, even though it might all be in similar veins, I want to say. But there is something that we are leaving, we are walking away from. And it does feel kind of like a toxic energy from the Devil card, but I also just want to say that because it is Capricorn energy, the way that it is coming across is that as you walk away, walking away, choosing to, making the decision to leave whatever this is behind, is kind of you rising above toxic energy, stepping into your power and walking away. This does feel like it's a decision that you have been ruminating on for quite a while with this Hermit card. It's something that you've, I want to say, kept close to your chest for a while. You don't want to let people know of your intentions, but with the light that is shining here, I think recently you've been opening up about it more. You are, excuse me, sorry, something is really going on with my throat here. I feel like it's almost like there's been a difficulty voicing these things, which is probably why you've been keeping them close for so long. But with this Queen of Swords that has also come out here, it feels as though you're, with this cup behind the bars here, it's as though you are setting aside the emotional response to things and just thinking of I want to say your own self-interest, which is absolutely fine. We need to take care of ourselves before we can take care of others most of the time. So with this Queen of Swords and this Hermit, it's kind of like sorry, finding the words that you want to use when you leave. Because I do get the feeling that there's going to be some questions asked in regards to this. Like, for some people, it might come as a surprise, I'm hearing. On your end, I kind of just heard, like, I don't know how it's a surprise because you should have seen it coming kind of thing. I want some more cards on this. I will get into these other cards that have come out, but I want to clarify that feeling. What is being left behind by Capricorns? Seven of Materials. Pentacles, materials kind of makes it feel like it could be work related, but the fact that it is the Seven of Pentacles leads me to believe that this is something you've put a lot of time and energy in the past. You've been patiently waiting to receive your harvest, and it just doesn't feel as though it's coming through. We got the Devil at the bottom of the deck again, which is definitely coming across as toxic energy. We got Death come out again, so it's something it feels like something that you've been putting a lot of work and effort and energy into in the hopes that things will change in a way that benefits more people, is what I'm hearing. Because I did also receive the Star, the Empress, and Temperance. I get the feeling that despite the work and all the energy that you've put into this, it hasn't gone the way that you hoped it would. I don't think you're getting out of this the harvest that you anticipated by putting in such hard work. So I kind of get the feeling that walking away is what you're doing to find your own peace and harmony, right? It's kind of what you need to do. These also feel like the energies you were trying to inject into the situation, for whatever reason, they did not come forward. It kind of feels like a block from other people. And I think you finally reached the point where you're just like, I cannot do this anymore. I'm done. I've put in what I can put in, and that's kind of it. So you are leaving that behind. You are finding your healing, you're finding your peace, you're finding your harvest and abundance somewhere else, which is absolutely fine. When things don't serve us, we need to find a way to serve ourselves, I guess is how I want to put that. No, everything else that came out here down at the bottom, I've got the Fool, the Hierophant, Ace of Wands, and Queen of Wands. Now, this kind of feels like a new venture, I want to say. The Hierophant kind of has a bit of a sticking energy to it. I'm feeling, it kind of feels like a creative project, especially with the Wands here, the Queen and the Ace. Let's get more on this, shall we? Fool, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Tell us more. You just want those, not those. Okay. Oh. You got the Moon and the Sun. That's interesting. I would like more if you will give it to me. Thank you. I like this. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I get the feeling that this is what comes after this leaving. For some of you, you could have been leaving a job. But Six of Swords again. It's definitely moving on energy. What do we have here? Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, Three of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. Something that you've been, I feel, planning for a little while. Trying to move towards. And it's almost as though it's not that you've been waiting for the right moment to act. It feels more like you've been waiting for the universe to act for you, I want to say. There was some reason you could not leave this behind at the time that you wanted to, because I feel like it's something that's kind of been building for a while. But yeah, it feels as though you've been making these plans, laying the strategy, trying to, I want to say, form the groundwork to make this move happen. And it's kind of like things finally click into place. Trying to get a feeling for when. It's unfortunately not coming through. It leads me to believe that the timeline is different for all of us. But it is, with this Chariot and this Eight of Wands, coming quicker than we believe. Now, I feel like the phrasing I just used in terms of like the Six of Swords and everything was make the move happen. For some of you, I kind of believe this is actually moving. Packing up and leaving a town, a city, what have you, moving somewhere that you have wanted to live for quite a while. We've got 3 cards of movement here. We've got a Six of Swords, we've got the Chariot, we've got the Eight of Wands. I really don't know what's been holding you back. You will know, just because I know what's been in my situation. But this new thing, whatever it is, it's something with sticking power. It is, I feel, something that's a gift from the universe. And this is where I'm also feeling that for some of you, this is work. Because this is Pentacles. Pentacles are jobs, our finances, etc. The Ace is something new. The Six, to me, well, in both cases, they're kind of a gift from the universe. But the Six, for me, is kind of, you've been putting in and the universe is repaying kind of energy. I'm looking for an Empress. I'm feeling the energy and I'm not seeing it. But like, it's, how do I want to phrase this? Like, it's your abundance, essentially. Your harvest. I guess it did come out here earlier when I was clarifying something else. And we do have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom here, which is, again, why I'm feeling that this thing, whatever it is going to have some sticking power. Because the Ten of Pentacles is like your legacy, right? Your fortune. What you leave behind at the end of everything. And it just feels as though there's growth happening here. Now, I understand these now. The Moon and the Sun, we don't know what the end is going to be. I think for some of us there is a fear of the unknown, and I can say for certain that comes from me as well. Like, because as I said before, I have so much Earth in my chart that I kind of have to feel like I'm in control very often, if not always, and not knowing puts me in some anxiety, right? But in this case, it's like, even though we don't know, and there is fear of the unknown, there is kind of a certainty with the Sun card here that everything's going to be okay. Whatever is coming is in our best interest. And ultimately, it's going to be something, Queen of Cups, that we love, right? It's going to be something. I just saw the Page of Cups again, and I was thinking that opens us up, allows us to be very in touch with our intuition. And yeah, I'm just looking here. There's also 3 queens on the board. The only one we're missing is the Queen of Pentacles. But that is okay. Just looking here. What else I want? I'm looking for like another message that I can kind of feel that isn't quite presenting itself, which is really interesting. I wonder if it will come out. Page of Swords. Knight of Cups. And that's it. 2 more aces. That's fantastic. Page of Cups. I feel like there is, and maybe this is why, there's someone on the periphery here of all of this energy that is keeping an eye on you. There is some emotion here towards you. It does feel very loving and calm, but it's just someone. Some of you might know this person. For some of you, this kind of gives me secret admirer vibes. For others of you, it kind of feels like someone you haven't been in contact with for a while. I have Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords here. Ace of Wands down here too. Page of Cups as well. Yeah, for some of you, this is a secret admirer that wants to come talk to you. For others of you, this kind of feels like someone that's been keeping an eye on you. I get the feeling there's going to be an offer made. For those of you where this is someone that you haven't been speaking to for a while, it kind of feels like an apology, like, hey, sorry, we haven't been talking for a while. But with the Ace of Swords here, I do feel the communication is coming. Yeah. For those of you who have not been in contact for a while, this feels why. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords. I also have King of Pentacles. That feels like your energy, not just because it's earth energy, but it's kind of tied a little bit into this, but this is also something that's mirrored with these 2 faces here. Something went down between the 2 of you. There was an ending between you. I get the feeling some harsh words were spoken, or they were taken as harsh words. Let's have some more on this, shall we? This deck is not agreeing with me. I just want some more on this situation. Like, a secret admirer coming towards you with an offer is kind of self-explanatory. It's the other thing that I'm just not getting, because it is split between everyone here. And the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. They might be coming toward, like, to you physically. The Towers here, I don't think you see this coming. Even if they don't actually physically, like, come to your physical location, even if they just reach out to you, I think it'll be very much a surprise. I get the feeling with the 2 of Wands and Judgment here, Awakening, that they've been feeling a pull towards you, I'm feeling. Um, and they've kind of been trying to decide whether or not they should come towards you, and if they've decided to do so, they're trying to figure out how. I also get the feeling with this strength card that they're a little worried that they're not going to be worthy, I almost want to hear, but also that some of you are going to rush out with teeth bared. Just with this lion, like you might react with, no, this is not in my best interest, we are not doing this, and you cut them off, kind of thing. But I do feel it here. If nothing else from this person, if you've not been in contact with them, it does feel like an attempt is going to be made. In either situation, whether this is a secret admirer or this person, they're keeping an eye on you. They want to know that you're okay. They want to know, for some of you, that you're not moving on completely, that you've not moved to someone else. Yeah. In all scenarios, this does not necessarily have to be love. The secret admirer part of things does feel love, but the other thing could just be a friend or a family member or some other person that you just have not talked to in a while, and maybe there was a bit of a falling out. But yeah, when it comes to the love stuff, that is probably definitely going to present itself in the love readings that I plan on doing. So in the meantime, let's get a Moonology card before we finish this off for Capricorn for 2022. You got a few. Bottom of the deck, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. And then, I like this. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Scorpio also got that card, so if you have Scorpio in your chart, maybe go ahead and check that out. We also have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I love the prosperity lies ahead. I really do. It's kind of like a hard work paying off energy that I'm getting. The hard work that you've put into things are finally going to be showing rewards is what I'm feeling. But meditate and contemplate, I feel this is going to be a year to really quiet your mind. Quiet any stray thoughts that don't serve you. Again, with this inner world card, your external world is a reflection of your inner world, and I feel like there's going to just be plenty of opportunities for Capricorns to find a moment of peace and contemplate the things that need contemplated, meditate to clear your mind, and ground yourself is what I'm feeling, which is very good energy, I find. As I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the beginning of the reading, as Capricorns, a lot of us have a tendency to really overwork. So finding the time to slow down and take care of our minds as well as our bodies is very important. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I really hope this resonated. If it did, drop a like down below. Lets me know as tarot reader I've tapped into your energies, which is super important because I definitely aim to give the most accurate message that I possibly can. Those of you who want the love readings, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. That way that you'll know when I've uploaded them, which should be in the coming weeks, hopefully right around the beginning of January. But yeah, overall, I feel this is going to be a very good year for Capricorns. The beginning of the year might be a little bit rough, maybe a little bit of drama, but ultimately I see Capricorns standing in their power and not accepting things that don't serve them anymore. There's definitely a lot of moving forward, moving on energy. So take care of yourselves, Capricorn, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye.